Hi everyone. Today I'm sitting in one of my friend's office. He had asked me to come in and help him in hiring a new salesperson. He'll be working with me obviously as soon as we get the hiring process done. And since I have experience in hiring salespeople before, he asked me if I would be able to help him out, and I was more than happy to do that. He gave me a list of questions he was planning on asking, and then asked me how many questions I wanted to ask, and I basically told him I only need to ask one question and maybe a couple of follow-up questions in order to pretty much make a decision as to who I want to hire. Asked me how that worked, and I said, well, when I was hiring people before, I used to have three piles. One pile was for people that were going to get shredded. The other pile was sort of the maybes, and the third pile was the real serious candidate that I wanted to look at. And 90% of the way that you got into one of the two other piles was the answer to a very specific question that I would always ask. And that question is, what do you know that you don't know? And I would always ask that from left field, pattern interruptus, which I believe I've talked to you about before. The answer to that question will actually determine what pile you go on to. I always love the people that say, oh, I know everything. Follow-up question to that is always, great, what year did Nero come into power? Obviously, nobody's been able to answer that question. Believe it or not, I get the I know everything more times than you want to believe. What I'm looking for, and what a lot of people would be looking for, is, well, I don't know this. I always follow through with, great, then what have you done about it? All right, if they've done absolutely nothing about it, then they go into the second pile, the maybe. Now, if they've actually done something about it, got some training or went to school or did some reading, then I follow up with the third question, which is, how did that work for you? And listening to that answer will determine that they're into the third pile. You have to realize that as human beings, we can't know everything. There's always something new to learn. We have to be open into learning. If you're coming into an interview and you tell them you know everything, you're closed off. That means there's nothing more that we could teach you, or if we try to teach you, you're just going to be a hostage. Look out for those kind of questions. You don't know everything. It's absolutely impossible to know everything. We have to be continually learning. We have to be continually getting better. So, if somebody does ask you, what do you know that you don't know? Be ready to let them know what you don't know. Oh, by the way, the answer to the question, 66 AD is when Nero came to power. This is your sales professional trainer, Joe Da Silva from the High Rise Concept. Until next time, thank you.